Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're stepping into the daily routine of a woman who is a global symbol of confidence, creativity, and reinvention. Rihanna. And whether you know her as a singer, actress, entrepreneur, billionaire, or a culture force, one thing is for sure. Behind all that glamour, all the fame, and all the success is a routine that is based on self-trust, creative flow, and quiet discipline. In this video, we're breaking down the daily routine, what are the benefits, things that you could apply to your daily life, and very important things you need to adjust before trying out anything that Rihanna does. Are you ready to rumble and have a look at the daily routine? Yep. Hooray! Then let's start for sure with the first part, her daily routine. And one thing is clear, it is built on creative intuition, beauty discipline, and entrepreneurial focus. And here's how her day typically unfolds. And she wakes up at the natural time, but she's also very flexible. Rihanna, she is not a 4 a.m. warrior getting up and ready to rumble and have a successful day, following on a specific routine. No, she wakes up usually between 8 to 9 o'clock, and it depends on if there's any creative session plans or some business meetings. And that's very interesting to see that somebody as successful as her can still sleep until 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, right? Imagine, you can sleep a bit longer, have all the energy you need, and still you really are unstoppable throughout the day and do successful things regularly, right? Then the next part is she starts her day with hydration and skincare. And her mornings include water, tea, a full Fenty skin routine, sunscreen, and a light glam if she's filming. And one thing that is very outstanding for her is, of course, her face is her brand. And she treats it like an asset, which means really everything with her skincare is very important because the face is something that everybody sees, of course, and also recognizes her. But how about you? What is for you the most important thing to do in the morning? What do you take care of? Your face, you have some skincare, or you first follow more some mantras? What do you do regularly to just kickstart your day and are unstoppable no matter what is happening to you throughout the day? Let me know in the comments. As the next part is that she eats balanced and more Caribbean inspired breakfast, which often is with eggs, fresh fruits, smoothies, whole grains, and of course drinking a lot of water. She pays attention to hydration. And she eats food for energy but not for restriction. And here's an important thing is that she's not eating just to stay in a specific shape. No, she really thinks about what kind of food gives her energy throughout the day to be unstoppable no matter what happens. Another important part of her daily routine is the workout. And she works out consistently but intuitively. And with intuitively, I mean that she looks at how does she feel at the specific moment and does the exercises accordingly. Because mostly her exercises are more for toning, stamina, and confidence. And then she can vary between the different exercises she has, which is Pilates, core work, cardio, dance, or strength training. And it's really nice to see that she really tries to balance all of those different exercises up because they give her different kind of boosts. So for example, cardio helps you really to be more energetic, to build new cells and to have the energy necessary, whilst Pilates is a bit more calm, it's more self-reflective, and it helps you just to have the strength and also build up confidence as you're more and more able to do more and more complicated exercises. Isn't it interesting to see that the different exercises you're doing, they can really impact different aspects of your life? You just need to choose what you want to focus on. In Rihanna's case, it's again about toning, having the right stamina, and also building up the confidence to do all the things necessary. As the next part of her daily routine is, of course, managing her businesses. She runs Fenty Beauty, Fenty Skin, Savage X Fenty, and creative projects and also fashion collaborations aside of her actress activities. Her workday includes meetings, approvals, creative direction, and product development. And what I can take away from just looking at her daily routine that is really outstanding and inspiring to see is that usually people say, yes, you just need to focus on one thing and then you're very successful. But Rihanna proves you, no, it's not about that. It is possible to really work on several projects at the same time, and it even kind of energizes you because you work on one thing and it just gives you an idea that what about if I do this? It's also going to help my audience, my clients, my customers, my fans whoever would need some help. And it really shows that Rihanna is there. She stands up and really makes sure that she can help as much as possible people with the different businesses that she's running. Another important aspect of her daily routine is the creative time. And that's something outstanding for her, is that she creates whenever inspiration just hits her and really inspires her to work on certain tasks. And she is not I write every single day for 5 minutes whatsoever. No, she creates in waves. Her studio sessions include more melody building, lyric writing, vocal experimentation, and collaborative sessions. And she really trusts her intuition, which is really interesting because whatever her heart tells her, that's what she's going for. Instead of following all those statistics, yes, market analysis says this and that, you should follow this and that. No, she takes some more time just to reflect and think about, okay, what do I think is the most value-adding aspect for my fans and for my clients? The next part is that she protects her emotional space. Rihanna is fiercely independent. Her routine includes alone time, reflection, boundaries, quiet moments. And this keeps her grounded and not be cocky about whatsoever happens in the day. And you can see it already, what we mentioned beforehand with the creative time. This reflective, this quiet moments for herself really drive also the creativity, because she just takes some time to think about, okay, how do I feel? What do I think is value adding for others? What are you doing to really just keep yourself grounded, to see what's happening and just to remain humble, that no matter what happens around you, you just stay true to yourself? Let me know in the comments. I'm very curious to hear what are your best exercises, maybe even inspired from Rihanna. I'm curious to hear from you. The next part is that she spends time with her family and her children. And family is central to her emotional balance. Imagine you have such a busy day and you know your family, your friends, your children are just there watching over you and really cheering for you. Yes, go for it, go for it. And spending time with your loved ones is a good energizer for her, and really to stay grounded no matter what is happening, no matter all the chaos happening in the world out there. Just spending time with the loved ones really keeps her calm, as well as side of all the quiet reflection and the creative sessions. The next part and the last part of the day is that she ends the day with self-care. Her nights include skincare, baths, relaxation, or early or flexible bedtimes. And one thing that is very particular for Rihanna is that her routine is not rigid, that from 8 to 9 you have breakfast, 9 to 10 you write, 10 to 11 you exercise. Not at all, not at all. Something outstanding for her is that it's based on her energy, how she feels in that specific moment. And she follows again her heart and looks at, how do I feel at the moment and what can I do? Now we looked at her daily routine, but now it gets interesting because we're going to look at what are the benefits of her daily routine. It works out for her because it aligns with her identity as a creator and an entrepreneur. And the first benefit is the creative authenticity. She creates when she feels inspired, and it is not forced. And it makes sense, right? Instead of having a system in place and saying every day at 9 o'clock I show up, I practice, I exercise, I write, I create, I do whatever I have in mind for that time. No, she really looks at, okay, right now I'm not feeling it. I feel more I should work on some exercises instead of writing something. And that really is interesting because it helps her to come up whenever the inspiration hits, to really work on whatever is needed. The second benefit is her emotional independence. Her boundaries protect her peace and her creativity. As we said earlier, she takes some time just for herself to reflect on the day, to set up boundaries, or just spend time on things that really energize her. Think about it. You know, you have a busy day. You talk to so many people throughout the day. Don't you want to have at some point just some moment for yourself, just to think again who you are, what is important for you, instead of just following all the wind and the noise around you and just, you know, following all the people that are out there. You really want to take some time just to quiet down and listen to what is important for you, what you feel right now, what are your needs at the moment. And that's really helping her as she is globally known and people around the world talk to her, want to have something from her, want to work with her, etc., etc. So having the time just for herself helps her stay grounded and also remember what her brand is and realign her actions to her brand, and of course come up with ideas to reinvent herself continuously. The third part is the brand consistency. Her beauty and self-care rituals reinforce her image. It's about confidence, boldness, and being effortless. Let me give you an example. When she launched her beauty brand, her makeup, she could have just said, yes, I have 3 shades and that's it. No, that's not Rihanna. She's really about having products that are effortless, that are bold, and really boost diversity. Hence, she created 40 different makeup tones just to match whoever her target audience is, to match all the different shades. Isn't that incredible? It really shows you that she's about diversity, being bold, doing something that nobody else has done before. Benefit number 4, entrepreneurial clarity. As she spends time just to reflect on what's happening, it really helps her have that focus also on the businesses and structure her time accordingly to keep the company thriving. Benefit number 5, the long-term sustainability. Her routine avoids burnout by respecting her natural rhythm. Rihanna's routine is not about intensity, it's about self-possession. And that's something we've seen already a few times beforehand, that instead of saying, yes, I have to do this right now, she really looks at what she feels right now, what her intuition tells her, what her heart tells her, what her fire is burning for right now, and she works on that. And while doing this consistently, this really helps her to be sustainable over a long time. Now we looked at Rihanna's daily routine and also the benefits, and I'm sure you're curious to hear about things that you could apply to your daily routine. Stay tuned, because in the next video I'm going to share with you things that you could apply for your daily routine, and of course things that you need to adjust, of course, before trying out anything that she does. Let me know also in the comments which points you liked or which ones you want to hear more of, and of course if you have any other comments.
A few moments later.
Speak to you later, and remember to subscribe to the channel so you can hear more of such videos in the future. Stay tuned. Bye!